Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. Welcome to the party. I did decide to do TCG tonight instead of, hardcore, and that's just the decision I'm gonna have to live with. No, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I do want to do it at some point. I just wasn't feeling it today. And I wanted to play Joltik Box. Joltik Box was the other deck that I wanted to play last night, and I just didn't get around to. And then also planning basically what my goal for the night is to play some Joltik Box for about an hour or so, and then play some Dragapult for an hour or so. Because I'm playing in a cup tomorrow, and I just like the deck being fresh in my mind. Before I play it. No, not Bubble Mew. I don't have that kind of money. I did almost pick up this Mew today. Like I said, I did go to the card shop. And I almost picked this Mew up. But I stayed against it because I really want to grab the Lily's Clefairy. One of the two of them with my store credit. Although I think I'm gonna go for this one first because this one is significantly cheaper. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright, we got those in. Correct everything about Miraidon. Miraidon is also soon to rotate. Which is really sad for a card that I played for a very long time back in old Miraidon. I don't know, Joltik Box every now and again it just calls me back. It's like the Green Goblin mask. Just every now and again I just hear its call. I don't know the last time I played this deck in person though. It's definitely been a while since the last time I actually took this to an event. But it is still it's such a fun deck. Is it the best deck in the world? No. But it's such a fun deck. And I always enjoy playing it. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, at least for a little bit. Sure. We'll throw the Lily's Premium Collection sleeves on. Said before, and I'll keep saying it, I wish they gave you the ability to favorite certain customizations and then them just always be at the top. Joltik! Alright, let me remember to actually activate the deck, unlike yesterday when we started without the deck I was planning to play. Yeah, goal tonight is have a good time. I'm not really stressing about which I don't ever really stress about cups. I stress about regionals. I don't really ever stress about cups, and I feel good and confident with Pult right now. But I just want to play some games with it. Because I have been really, really bad the past couple of weeks. Really, the only time I've been playing is when I've been streaming. And it's not for lack of enjoyment in the game. I still have an absolute blast playing the game. Well, if we leave for... There is a world where we actually lead hands. Because I actually don't know, Air Balloon is in the deck. Okay, never mind. I was like, I don't know if I want to put Miraidon out. But I was like, I know Future Booster Capsule's also in there. Garchomp. Ooh, 3 mulligans. Is Future Booster in 1 Air Balloon. Okay. 3 Mullies. Oh, and Latias, so we're fine. We're fine. If worse comes to worse, we can just Latias retreat. We do have energy in hand. I do think it's definitely an Irons. Because the likelihood that Rare Candy's pretty low, they're going to want to go for Champion's Calls. So we definitely throw out of hands and go from that. You know what, how are you doing? What am I, buddy? Joltik. I don't think we do grab a Pika. I think Pika could be helpful eventually. What are our energies? 5, 2. I can only grab 2. We'll keep 1 in hand. I only need 1 there. We grab 3. I think we do that. Air Balloon is in here, so that way I don't have to put down the Latias. Grab the balloon. And gear maybe for next turn to potentially find Crispin. Or, you know, try and dig for Crispin to get a better setup going. I don't know that there's anything I want to nest ball down right now. And even then, oh, wait, we already have Crispin in hand. We already have Crispin in hand. Let's grab Nest Ball. We already have the Crispy. We actually have a lot of cards due to their Mully. Could be putting Mew in play as a potential option to restart into. I don't really know that we need any of that, though. We'll put Mew down. And we'll just go for a Joltik charge. Not really expecting Niono coming up from them, though, either. Put that there. Is there ever a world where I want to attach Grass to Pikachu? Well, theoretically, next turn I Crispin and I just get 2 energy on there. And in case I do get Iono'd. Yeah, let's just set up the hands. I think that's fine. Doing good here. I had an interview today, hoping it went well enough to get hired. Let's go. Sending you all the good vibes. I am someone who I think I'm pretty good at interviewing. But I kind of like black out in the interview, and I hate interviewing so much. Like, I despise doing it. But I do think I am pretty decent at it. Like, I tend to be a good interviewer, but I think it's just because I'm really good at talking. Not necessarily talking well, but just talking a lot. Alright, we'll get those going there. Clefairy I don't think really ever comes up in this matchup. We can always super run it back if we so find ourselves needing it. I don't know that I necessarily need Fez down because there's not really anything that I'm searching for right now. That's the thing. Like, I feel pretty confident in the hand that we've got because we take 2 prizes here. Actually, being able to, like, pull it out of boss next turn is pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, okay, that does enough for me there. And we'll aim for 2. I hate the interview process, just anxious. No, like, I get so anxious. I hate doing it. Not to say that I'm good at interviewing and I get jobs, because that is definitely not what I'm saying. Although I have, the last job I interviewed for, I ended up not getting it, but I don't think there was, it was someone who I knew the hiring leader and all that, but I don't think they were ever, I don't think there was ever a shot that they were hiring me anyways. They go up to 300. Oh shoot, what is it with the, I think the light ball only hits having 350. Ooh, never mind, that was actually bad. I was thinking we were hitting much higher damage with Pikachu. We absolutely should have been, or actually, I think we just Iron Leaves here. Yeah, we just Leaves here, because this is weak to Leaves. Wait, 180 times 2, what's 180 times 2? 360? Oh, that's not enough to kill. That's not enough to kill, gang. So I think we do just Punch for 300. I don't think there's anything we can do around that. Does Galvantula actually? I actually didn't consider that for this matchup. Galvantula doesn't matter right now because we don't have Joltik out anyways, but do they matter? Or are they also 180? Yeah, they're also 180 times 2, so... and then Light Ball is 50 more, so we hit 350. I think we absolutely just swing with Pikachu here. But then if they can boss Fez, they start the prize race even more, especially if they get an Evo off here. I think we just set up another Pika. And we Crispin that. Yeah. Super Rod, or let me flip the script first in case we get Super Rod. No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Let's... And we just punch 300. Probably not the best. That's what we got. It's what we got. Oh, you know what? Actually, what I should have done was probably put an energy on the Pikachu, so that way we could have kept the grass energy there. So that way we could Iron Leaves the energy back out. That probably would have made more sense. That's fine. We will lose this one because I wasn't prepared for the setup on the back end. Sam, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the hardcore. I didn't look into it at all. I don't know. I do want to finish it at some point, but I don't know when. I don't know. Ordered some cards today to get 3 of my work in progress. Gym Leader Challenge decks done. Fighting with a new Tarantum. Psychic Brew with Carpador and Water Spread for Greninja and Cupchu. Ooh, that's fun. What are your? I don't know anything about it. What are your thoughts on the changes to the Gym Leader Challenge? Like, because I saw that they had like a ban list that just came through. Yeah, the Spirit Tube's pretty good here. I actually don't know what our attack is here. I don't really care because we can Arven for that. We don't have enough energy in play anymore. I think we actually did screw ourselves. We 100% screwed ourselves. Because I can't Crispin and Arven in the same turn. Yeah, I messed up this one. I'm trying to see if there is a way we play it out here. I don't think there is. Because there's no way I can accelerate enough energy. If they just have another boss. If they just have another boss, they got it. So there's no way for me to search out multiple things there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. Although, is it even worth it for me to, like, try and pull it up and try and waste them? Because, I mean, if they just have the boss, they got it. If they just have boss, they got it. We'll throw that there just for fun. Super Rod back in. Electric. I don't need the grass. They're probably just sitting there with the boss in hand. I need to see what Percy's barking at in a second as well. I don't know what he would be barking at. It's 220. I don't think that's fine. I don't think that's good anyways. Like, that's not going to survive the 260. So, I mean, but they got an attachment to it. We don't do it with Risk Grass now. So there's no way, because they will damage here. If they just show me a second energy, I don't think there's really anything we can do about it. I shouldn't have put this one in active, actually. I should have put this one in active. Well, no, because I don't want to attack. Because I want to get the energy on leave so that we have a multiple turn attacker. Yeah, we really screwed up this one. We did not prep enough. We were not prepared enough for what our back and now. Actually, an Ursaluna. Well, no, because they hit for weakness. Never mind, they hit for weakness. I was like, ooh, maybe, but also, even if they don't hit for weakness, it's still the one energy is all they need. So no matter what, they get what they need. Now, I do need to find Prime Catcher or other stuff here. So let me... Is there anything else I can thin out? No, I don't want to use Crispin, so because I do need to use. Okay, Arvin fixes it. I was like, I want to thin out as many cards as I can, and I was like, I don't think there's anything else. Actually, I could have. No, I couldn't tandem unit because I needed to keep the spot open. For this. Okay. So we will bring you up. And then again, it's just as long as if they have a second energy, there's nothing we can do about it anyways. I'm just gonna assume they got the second energy. Be kind of surprising if they didn't. Even if they don't, they don't hit for knockout anyways. Yeah, they have the second energy. Yeah, this one we lost turn 2. When they got set up and I was not prepared for it. I wasn't considering the grass side of it. I should have spread that energy off Pikachu a little bit smarter. Erg. That I think is the biggest thing with this deck is making sure your follow-up attack is good. So when I'd been considering spreading damage with spreading energy with Joltik, that's what I should have done. Was spread energy with Joltik. Ninja Valley getting banned next month is gonna hurt the Psyche decks, but also Psyche's best stuff before, but it's gonna balance it out. That makes sense. Like I said, I've never played Gym Leader Challenge, and I haven't seen a lot about it, but I know I'd seen that there was the ban list, and I was like, surely it's good stuff. I put one more photo in the Discord because I forgot to pin another bag. Ooh, let me look. Mudkip with oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name of the sword. The Master Sword. That's what it looks like, at least, is the Master Sword. Oh, is that Zacian sword? It does look like the Master Sword. I was like, am I going crazy? Like, the coloring is different, of course, but the hilt, is that what Zacian sword looks like with the hilt? I'm crazy. That is so cool, though. I do love that. That's super cute. See, this is why I can't go to MegaCon anymore. I just would spend money. It's bad. I can see the shape is about the same. Riolu. There's a lot of things on that list that make sense. The Duskull that lets you evolve as soon as you put into play if you discard 3 cards from your hand. I feel like that should be banned. That's crazy. Jen is my one big splurge per year. So the last time I went to MegaCon, I actually haven't went to MegaCon post-COVID. A group of friends and I had been planning a big MegaCon trip. We were gonna do like a group cosplay. We were gonna do all this stuff. And the year that we were planning to do it all was, I mean, should I even prep the hands? My thought for prepping the hands, but then they're just gonna get, maybe I should instead grab another Miraidon and get a hands and a Pikachu and have both kind of set. Because they only have a 4-card hand, so surely they don't get them both set. But yeah, so we were planning to do like a group cosplay. And then it was 2020 and COVID happened, and MegaCon did not happen. And then I never went ever again. We were all gonna be the oh my god, what's his name? We were gonna be Chris Evans' character from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and his stunt doubles. It was gonna be pretty great. Welsh, how you doing? You're playing Cluedo? Okay, look, Welsh, I don't want to cheat, but it was Mustard in the billiards room with the candlestick. I just wanted to let you know that. I just want to let you know. I never went to see what Percy wanted. No, they had such a small hand. They had such a small hand. I was like, there's no way they have all the pieces that they need. And they did. They had all the pieces that they need with such a small hand. They truly bluely had it all. Well, I guess we're going the Pikachu route. And the light ball's price, so I can't even hit 350 anyways. I can't even hit my 350 because the light ball's prized. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I'm so annoyed. I'm legitimately so annoyed. I mean, Clefairy is also an outforce, but I don't have anything to set up on his. Maybe we just grab Clefairy here, and I don't have energy. I don't have Crispin. I shouldn't have grabbed the double Pikachu. I should not have grabbed the double Pikachu. Burn, 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 burn. Everything about this is just bad. I've just played a bad game here. Let me go see what Percy wants. His toy got stuck behind his food bowl, and he was very mad at me for that, even though I had nothing to do with that. Okay, I was like, wait, did I click on mute? I did. Nitro, how are you doing? How many EVs fit into a Joltik box? 3. Next question. Next question. Yeah, I made multiple misplays in that game. I've made multiple misplays for the last... I don't know, it's one of those times of, like, playing the game. I feel super confident in the decks I'm playing and super comfortable with them. But I'm feeling super unconfident with my gameplay. I feel like I keep making really dumb decisions. And it's happening more often than it should. There's not really anything I can blame it on. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. I can't even blame it on anything. Dark, no! Darkless, no way you're gonna come in here and say you better be winning. Well, I'm clearly not. Not the RuneScape. Not I can't blame it on RuneScape. RuneScape, I just click every now and again. It doesn't really even distract me that much. 3, how's it 3 and Eevee can't fit into a box of Joltiks? That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. I wouldn't have put the Stadium out yet. That just gives me a chance to bump it, although I don't think there is Stadium bump in this. There is not. Maybe that's what they're just playing off of. Or playing off the assumption of, but I wouldn't have put this out. I'm sad if you're not winning, your opponents are, which isn't good. Hey, my opponents are just better. I just want it more. What? The young goose? The young goose? What are we doing? What are we doing with a young goose? I mean, I guess I'll grab the boss. 'Cause I got nothing else. I got nothing else. Making big brain plays here. Academy at night, energy on top, so that way I can jolting charge. I was like, I forgot to see how many energy I had in there, so I was like, let me just put one more. Let me just put one in there just in case. Like, just in case the pricing is weird. Then be better. I'll be better in this game, I promise. I'll make better choices. Pre-benching the Fez. That's a choice. Can't even be excited about winning games against this. You missed it, but Town of Salem 2 is adding a weird feature. It doesn't surprise me. What's the weird feature they are adding? Is it the ability to just end the game day one? I also got my haircut yesterday, but it's in that weird phase post-haircut. I don't know if anyone who has longer hair deals with this post-haircut, but if you have shorter hair, or at least for me, as soon as it gets cut, it's such a weird shape. Maybe they cut it too short. Maybe that's the issue. But it's in such a weird shape that I always feel like I have to wear a hat for a couple days. What does this even do? Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. Isn't that just what Academy at Night does, though? Like, that's just putting a card on top of your deck. Feels unnecessary with Slowpoke. Oh, do they have it? Don't tell me they have the attack. Okay, they gathered some evidence. Why did you jet this up? Oh, okay, they have a Lily. Okay. So they put something in the deck with the evidence gathering, I guess. I don't know. And the hair grows back in a few days. It tends to. They're adding a feature to change the faction of the rolls in the custom roll decks, which will likely be used for some of their pre-made rolled decks. So you can make a roll deck with a Town Soul Collector and a neutral Apocalypse Voodoo Master. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like that's going to cause some chaos. You know, good for them. Do love some chaos. What are we doing here? 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 You know I have boss in my hand. You saw me grab it last turn. Maybe they're like, he'll forget he has boss in his hand. But you know what? There's a chance I could forget I have boss in hand. There is always a chance I forget I have boss in hand. Oh. Miraidon. Arvon. I need to figure out... Oh, Wondrous Patch is actually pretty good in this. Although I haven't seen Slowpoke a lot since Wondrous Patch came out. Another Lily, and they do get to flip the script. If they get a knockout here, we will be in a pretty bad position. We do have Arven at least and Miraidon, so I can at least search more stuff. We'll be in a pretty precarious position, just depending on what they do with their next turn. I guess is more so what it is. 12 card hand. Surely they've got some. Have they flipped the script yet? No, they've still not flipped the script either. Oh, surely they have. 8, 9, 10. Surely that was a flipped script. Yeah, they did. Oh, I think they used it right when I clicked on it. No, they haven't. Wait, does this not show when they have flipped?
I guess not. Maybe it only shows it if you're the actual person playing. Oh, the conch. How much does the conch hit for again? I think it's 250. No, not the Annihilate. Yeah, the conch is 250, yeah. Then to get the knockout, we'll send up the Joltik, we'll Miraidon, and go for another hands. But I mean, they have another attacker immediately set up. This sucks. Bum, bum. Yeah, because bumming the stadium doesn't even do anything, but I don't know, I feel like this is just, I don't know, maybe it does fix some stuff for them, but I mean, I feel like the stadium is just more better than playing another Evo line when you're already playing an Evo line. Not Cursor, Wandering Soul is what it's called. Interesting. I don't have the energy to do this. I'm missing grass energy. Good Arvin for the Super Rod. Okay. Back. Attach air balloon there. Jolting charge. Just hope they don't have boss in that 10 card hand. Luckily, I don't think there's an easy. I mean, I guess they could jet this up and then retreat it. That's actually their way. I was like, luckily they can't draw two pretty easily. But I mean, just jet energy allows them to draw two pretty easily. You got a game where I'm mayor. Who would ever entrust me in power? Reveal right now. You won't. Do it. Do it. Reveal. Why they gotta have the boss? Why they gotta have the boss? Chat, I think I'm washed. I think I'm washed. I think I'm just washed. I don't know what the Haxorus does. Does it knock out your opponent? If your opponent's active Pokemon is basic Pokemon, it's knocked out. Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I promoted this instead of the Fez. I don't think bear really even, like, I take one prize off the bear. Which feels not great. So I was able to flip into a prime catcher as well. Is the bear even in here? The bear is in here. Oh wait, could... So everyone has any... This attack does 80 more damage, 50 plus 80. That actually is an out. For an attack this turn. This actually does knock out, I believe. Yeah, it's 130. That's something. And then the bear for next turn. On the off chance they Iono me. If I'm able to survive this, then I want the boss to be able to boss next turn. Like, this isn't necessarily a game-winning move. But it's potential. Because now we can at least boss and try and kill the other Slowking if they aren't able to get there. But again, they have 11 cards plus 2. I mean, they get to see 16 total cards in their hand this turn. The Sacred Ash before drawing is crazy unless they already have boss in hand. So I'm assuming they already have boss in hand then. Because, like, why would you Sacred Ash before drawing? Which, I mean, they also need to find the Pokemon as well. So, I mean, they have multiple things they need to find. But, I mean, again, giant hand. They get a draw +5. Likelihood that they whiff is low, especially with a super thin deck as is. Be super happy if they whiffed, but not anticipating the whiff. They don't immediately have boss in hand, then I guess they have already flipped the script in Kangust. Okay, well. I take back my excitement that I was about to start having. They clearly have something. Bright side, if they kill this, though, Bear does attack for free. Because there's no reason they promote this if they aren't planning to attack. Because if not, they know I knock it out. Oh, Kyurem. Okay, cool. Dope. Dope. Love Kyurem. Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I mean, I guess I just boss this one since it has energy on it. Probably make it a little bit more difficult, I guess. I don't know what else my play is. So they've used 2 Wondrous Patches so far. No, they've used 3. Okay, so yeah, we definitely boss this one and just hope for the best. But then what's our play for the next turn? Clefairy? I have 2 Psychic Energy left. Can I find that Psychic Energy? I have 4 Crispins in deck. And I still have gear, so yes, probably. The answer is yes, probably. But I would also need to boss the next turn. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or we could always Prime Catcher as well to reactivate Bear. There's multiple things we could do here that could make things okay. Including just hitting an Iron Leaves next turn. Yeah, hitting Iron Leaves and sends it up, and then we could do that. Okay, so then we have choices here. We have choices here. I'm sure they play 4 Wondrous Patches. It'd be weird if they didn't. It'd be weird if they only played 3. But maybe they do. Maybe they only play 3. I'm assuming we're going to see one off on Arven right here, though. Yeah. They do, in fact, play 4. They do, in fact, play 4. Super unfortunate for us. We played as best we could there. They had some really fortunate draws. We had some really unfortunate draws. We started the game with pretty much just 2 Pokemon, and we drew into it later. Not much we can... I at least am somewhat pleased with how we played. I think we played a better back half of the game. But also just this deck having no hand disruption is just so easy for them to just do whatever they want. You know, it's just it's easy for them to set up whatever whenever. Alright, I'm feeling super super bad about Joltik box. I don't think I have ever been as low as 1464. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know that I've ever been that low on ladder. It's kind of crazy. I've been playing very poorly probably the last week or more. I win a cup and then I go downhill. I think I got too overconfident in my ability to play the game, and then also I haven't been playing the game that much because I've been playing Pokopia, and those two things mixed together, it's just downhill. Still feel really good about my current build of Pult. I haven't really played around with too many other versions of it. I really would like some way to squeeze in a 4th Pokepad, but I don't know where I would squeeze it at, because I do really like my current spread of everything. So I don't know what I would cut. I also would prefer a 3rd boss as well. I really want to play a 62 card deck. Yeah, it really doesn't bode well for Orlando. I think really what I need to do, I need to just crack down and actually start playing the game again and get back into the flow of it. I just haven't. I don't know what it is. Which I have 2 weeks. Because it's not tomorrow or the next Saturday, but the Saturday after that. So I have 2 weeks. Next week, I'm really going to be playing a lot, and the week after that. I'm also going to a lot of events where I'll be playing a lot in person. So I feel pretty confident in that aspect. Could I cut? I do want to cut something for another boss. Hilda's really good. I don't know what I would cut. I don't think they play a very heavy boss count. There's not a lot of cards in my hand. There's not a lot of cards in my hand. Be bad open. Good thing about Orlando, though, is since it is a regional, is a best of 3. So even if I play one game poorly, I have a second game to try and get back into it. I know this deck well. I feel confident, like I said, I feel confident in the deck. I've just been feeling less confident in me as a player. Okay, they Dawn, so our Dreepy's safe. This is a Venusaur build of the deck. I haven't played the Venusaur version of this. I do have this card. This card is so pretty. I love this card. This one and the Squirtle and the Charmander that match it. They will take out our Badoo here, which sucks. But I can Night Stretcher it back. But then I can just immediately take another prize. The goal will be here... Lily's so much better. Okay, let's Night Stretcher it back first. Let's Lily first. I feel like Lily, I'll get some options. Okay. Not as many options as I was hoping for, but they are options. They were options. Putting out Jamming Tower right now doesn't really do anything for me. They don't really use tools to do anything. They'll be looking to play their own stadium out, so I'd rather hold on to the Jamming Tower to bump their stadium. And they do get their Meganium set up. Just need another turn if no boss. Just really need this guy to survive. The Kangaskhan is interesting in this deck. With the Meganium being able to push that over, it only takes 2 energy to hit it. I don't know how often that comes up. We just grab the Pult here. I think that's better. Give ourselves good Pult, because I have... No, we didn't have to end up throwing it away because we got a Lily. Iono them down to 4. I think Iono... I would like to see more cards here myself, but I think disrupting their hand is just stronger. Maybe it wasn't. Could countercatcher up the Meganium, or not the Meganium, the could get the Ivysaur allows them to move energy, but I could grab the Kangaskhan and put 200 damage on it, which I kind of like. I don't like that. I hate that we didn't really get anything else established here. I feel like we have to actually target the Meganium so that way they're not able to knock out my Dragapult, because right now they're able to knock out the Dragapult. So I feel like we got to get rid of the Meganium. Because there's just too much energy in play. They can just do too much damage. I think 5 here in case they're not able to set this up. Yeah, just in case they're not able to set this up, we can take it on next turn. The Lily definitely would have been better as far as, like, seeing cards. But I think disrupting their hand, because they already had Venusaur in the hand, and putting it to the bottom of the deck, I think was just better. I don't know how they get the Kanga out of active. Although I guess with the Venusaur, they don't need it out of active. Because they can just move energy over to it. And they have to flip 3 heads. I'd been considering putting 5 onto the Kangaskhan. So that way we could potentially pop the Duskull and pop that if they did leave that as their attacker. Ooh, did they get the Meganium back? Okay, they might have with the Iono. That's gonna be so good for them if they did. And so bad for us. Oh, they did! Okay, but the Kangaskhan's still stuck in active. So I don't know how they get the Kangaskhan out of active now, unless they also got the Venusaur so that way they can move energy. They don't have it yet. I'm assuming it would have come out if they did. I assume they're teal dancing trying to find it. Oh, they play Switch. Okay. That gets them there too. That'll do it as well. A nice little switch will do it as well. All right, we're not out of this yet. We're pretty close to being out of it. We're not out of it yet. Actually, we might be out of it, and I just don't even know it yet. Is it better once again to try and target down the Meganium? I feel like it definitely is. I feel like it definitely is. Let's recon first, grab another card to Ultra Ball. So I also want to thin out cards before we hit the Lily. Even check, is Rare Candy prized? No, Rare Candy, I was like, I'm pretty sure Rare Candy's in here. We get 6 cards, and then we get to flip the script for 3 more cards. We get to see 9, 10. Okay, oh, okay, cool. Cool. And the energy. Dope. Love it. Lovely. Beautiful. Perfection. Wonderful things are being seen here. Wonderful things are being seen here. Fantastic things, even. Cool. I'm not going to pop this. This is just, again, thinning stuff out. If we're able to pop it next turn, sure, but we won't pop it this turn because it could potentially just give them an out. I'll grab Hilda instead because we already have Neo Upper, so I don't really need the energy. The only thing else I would have really loved this turn would be a Stadium Bump. A Stadium Bump would have been really nice. Okay, the 5 there did actually end up mattering. Emerson, how are you doing? Welcome on in. This is my Mayor Power. I got Wildling and Arso. Let's go. Let's go. The Dawn? No! Please don't have any resources. Please don't have enough. Dawn, if they just have another Chikorita line, they've got it. Okay, Bulbasaur and Venusaur are what they grabbed. So they do need Ivysaur. And then they could move stuff over and get the coin flip, because they don't have Boss because they've Dawn, and they can't counter Catcher. If they aren't able to take one prize here, we'll be in a very good spot. Oh, they had the Ivysaur in hand. Dang, okay. Oh, wait, if they're able to move, they might just have enough energy in play that they don't even actually need to go for the coin flip. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Yeah, okay, yeah, they have it. Dang. They just had they were just able to get too much energy in play. Oh, that sucks. Oh, do they not even need to retreat? Do they have another switch in hand? That's crazy. I want to see how much damage this is. They had another switch in hand. I was hoping they just played a one-up switch. We played, that's what I say. The only thing I think would have been better in that turn was if we had Forest Bump. We had Game next turn. If we would have just had a Forest Bump. But we did not hit the Stadium Bump. That's super unfortunate. They were able to get that going. I wonder how many switches they do play then. I was definitely not expecting the other one. All right, let's see. Can we put a game together? My opponent will go first. Always a bit concerning when your opponent chooses to go first. Like, what do you know that I don't? Okay, we get to see their deck. Oh, it is just Guardy. Okay. It's Guardy with Fish, and they've chosen to go first. Interesting. Surprised they wouldn't want to try and get Item Lock going. I'm surprised they wouldn't want to get me Item Locked. I definitely don't think it's correct going first with Guardy. Especially with Fish build. Also, thank you for the Artisan. I needed that. Gonna retreat into the Fish? No, you don't even retreat. Interesting. Not that I could really do anything with that, but I just assume they would retreat. We have a prized Loke, a prized Clops and Skull. All right. I think we should grab a Dust Skull here. Yeah. Like, the rest of my hand isn't very good for the next turn. Bump the stadium so that way they can't do anything. I do like that. I do like that. We'll most likely be under item lock. But I do like not allowing them to have a stadium. They potentially Iono us, but on the off chance that they don't Iono us, I'm just going to put Loke in hand. That's a choice. Evolving the Jellicent off rip, it seems interesting. Maybe they didn't have energy to be... Oh, they didn't have energy. Wild. Okay, I love this. This is great for us. We just win. We just win. Because bossing allows us to rare candy energy. We kill this. We kill the Ralts. So that way they never get a Ralts going. One way this would be better is could I get, like, a Lily? Oh, no, we've already just something for next turn. You know what? Let's grab the boss. Pretty solid turn. Now, sure, you'd be interested in another card game was, but look at one called Shard Bugs. I don't know much, but it's all about bugs. Then I'm out. I actually have... I cannot do bugs. I'm actually very, I know what I say as someone who plays Pokemon that has, like, a lot of bug Pokemon. But they're cartoon bug Pokemon, so they don't count. I can't... I hate bugs. I do love card games, though. Like, even non-competitive ones. Like, ones for just fun. I do love that. I apologize. Nah. You're good. You're good. Toledo finished such a boring and everyone guessed and the final person just didn't. You can get their stadium bump. That's funny. Do they get smart first before I have to use my Pokepad? I loot you to put 10 there. Flying entry. This is how I've beaten every Guardy I've gone up against ever since the Pokepads came out. This person also, I don't know if they just had a bad hand. I mean, they've made some poor choices in their gameplay. But just doing whatever you can to just deny them Ralts, which I know is like the basic gameplay. But the Pokepads have just helped it get there that much faster because you have so many more. Did I not choose 2? Did the game freeze? I'm sorry, did I lose internet? No, I'm still live. Haven't dropped any frames. Bugs do bug me, that is true. Try to get into TCG's One Piece, Star Wars, Neopets, of all things. Neopets! Oh, I love Neopets. I haven't thought about Neopets in a while. I have never seen One Piece to be able to get into it. I've heard it was, like, the TCG was good. I think TCG Live is having issues because I'm still live. You know what? But hey, even if we lose because of this, we won this game. We absolutely won this game, 100%. Okay, maybe that's what happened. The opponent conceded. Like, right, maybe that's what happened. The opponent conceded right as I was drawing the prize cards, and it caused, like, a weird freeze. I don't know. That's, it was an interesting bug. Speaking of bugs. Live being liver. No, you did not mean live. You meant live big liver. I'm getting pop-ups here. I don't know if you all are seeing it, but I am getting like connection pop-ups. Maybe I'll reset client. I don't know why I thought the music was going to stop as I closed the client, as if the music is being played through TCG Live and not not through my computer. But as I closed it, I was kind of like confused for half a second that the music was still playing. 0 damage. In RuneScape tonight, I am in the Motherlode mine. I am working on getting the the mining outfit, the skill outfit for mining. So this is me. This is me mining. Trying to get the complete outfit. This person's wearing a recolor of it. No, they aren't. Yeah, they're playing. That's the normal one, I think. So we're getting pay dirt here. So far, all I have is the headpiece, which is the miner's helmet. We get our 27 pieces. We come over here, we put them into the hopper, and then I go up and I keep mining. And I do that until I fill this up with 108 pieces. And then I go about my business and factor it through. TCG live down, RuneScape visuals for the rest of the stream. Shoot. We just go live with RuneScape. You know, the thing about RuneScape, RuneScape literally is a game that you will play for years before you ever finish it. Like I was doing calculations this morning for a skill I wanted to train, and I was like, if I train it in this one specific place, which isn't the most effective place there are better places to train it. I was like, but this one is like slightly, it's like kind of almost tied with the best place to train it, and you also get other rewards for doing it, so I want to do it that way. For me to go from agility level 59 to agility level 70, it's going to take roughly 12 hours of grinding in this area. So it's, you know, going to take forever. It's going to take forever and ever. I have another Loke there. I kind of wanted to get a Dust Skull going. I think we Pokepad for it. I think the game's having issues. But yeah, also in RuneScape, your goal, or a goal, is to get your skills up to level 99. The XP required to get to level 92, you then need, or the XP required to get from 99 to, or from 92 to 99 is the same amount of XP required to get from level 1 to 92. Put that into perspective. Okay, if you heard the sad news today, but Chuck Norris, unfortunately, I did see something about that this morning, but I didn't look into it. It's a lot of XP. I'm playing Pokeopian, it's interesting. Are you enjoying it? I haven't played any yet today. I'll probably play some. Not probably. I'll definitely play some before I go to bed. Yeah, we might be done with TCG. This might actually be a very short stream. TCG might be down. Show us your Pokeopia. No, not yet. I will eventually. But I don't feel good about it right now. Is there anyone else streaming Pokemon right now? I'm sure there is. Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. Oh, Azul's live. Let's see if Azul is also having issues. Nope, looks like their game is going fine. Let's go into this other random person streaming. I don't know what that is. Looks like their game is going fine. Maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. I do want to show... I will show my Pokeopia at some point, though. But I want to get more work on it done first. Also, it's still too new of a game, and I've beaten it. And I don't want to be showing off stuff that if people don't want to see spoilers for it yet. It's too new for me to just open up the game and be like, hey, look at me having beaten this entire... Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? Alright, well... That was a matchup I really wanted to play more of, because that is a matchup that is going to be relevant. Downloading 1 terabyte of TCG hacks. Only a terabyte? An unexpected server error has occurred. An unexpected server error has occurred. Accord. It's a quad. Alright, well, this might be a very short stream. Routine maintenance is... No, but that's not for another, like, 4 days. That's not what it is. The server maintenance that will be happening is to add in perfect order for post-rotation, which is coming up. I hear the game. Okay, I was about to say I hear the game, but it is a black screen. Chat, I gotta go to school really quick. I have a surprise exam. Alright, let's go to school. I fancy the exam. Let's go do our exam. Select the tools for the fighters who hit melee and magic, so it's ranged. What comes next? I shall unmask this pattern. Mask. Mask. I don't know what the mask. There it is. Okay. Fish. 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 Read Book of Knowledge. Rune crafting experience. Okay. I don't really want to use... kind of have to. I was like, I don't really want to use Ionos right now. I kind of want to save them. How many Ionos do I have in deck right now? So I have 3 more, so we should be fine. We should be fine. I hate to use it this early, but... I don't remember if they play any stadiums. Actually, they do. They play Battle Cage, so we'll hold our jamming tower. We'll hold the jamming tower. Okay, yeah, definitely worth it. We got a little budgie Poffin going. Let me actually do a quick check. 3 Lokes. That. Ray Candy, both jamming towers. Only 1 more Luminous and Luminous there. Okay, that's fine. 'Tis fine. 'Tis fine! We don't have anything really to further our next hand. We'll attach the Luminous here. We don't really have any draw power coming through, so we are kind of living off the top deck here. Hopefully they don't get much else going this turn, so we can rock with it. I was like, I couldn't remember if Battle Cage only stopped basics or evos, but I don't really care about that. It doesn't really do too much for me right now. Oh, they could just hit Super Bolt here, actually. That seemed incorrect. Why would you attach that to Kadabra, not to Dunsparce? I think that was a misclick. I don't think they meant to attach that to Kadabra. I don't think they meant to attach that to Kadabra. Yeah, pretty bad top deck. Bring up Sophie to slow him down. Very unfortunate with our current draw. Hoping they just don't have an energy out here. Although, again, 11 cards in hand. No way you have a dead hand. No way you don't have something to use. Marsh just gave the evils the win by not reading wills. That sounds like a typical Marshall. Okay, I was really afraid that the person lost connection. and that it was the game having issues. I was like, how? There's no way you don't have a card to play in that 11 card hand. So this gets you both your Alakazam and a Dunsparce and another Abra. That's like actually pretty solid. They're making a lot. They're thinking about this choice a lot. An Eevee, interesting. What is the Eevee tech for? A very interesting build of Alakazam. Shaman is a worthless bench here. Zero reason for you to bench Shaman. You're just clogging up your own bench space and hurting your own Alakazam. Shaman stops nothing from Dragapult. Zero reason to ever bench Shaman in this matchup. You're just clogging your own bench. Just clogging your own bench. Alright, best case scenarios, we top deck a Lily, and we can Lily into Dragapult, Rare Candy, Energy, and Stadium Bump. I'm asking for quite a lot. I'm asking for quite a lot. Cool. 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 I asked basically for Exodia, yeah. I was like, just give me Exodia, you know? Just give me the game. I still don't understand why they attached the Enriching Energy here. I feel like that had to have been a misclick, and they wanted to put it on their Dunsparce. Espeon? What does this Espeon do? Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your Pokemon's EX. Oh, okay, that's fine. Just boss around it. Okay, now I would love to top deck Iono. Also, just get rid of... They have too many cards in their hand. I'll take Fez. Did I say Espeon? Sylveon. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing for me to say. Can I have Rare Candy then at least, maybe? Can I have Rare Candy? Thank you. Thank you for letting me participate in this game. Thank you for letting me participate in this game. Benched Pokemon. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on benched Pokemon. From attacks of attack. Okay. I was making sure it wasn't like a, like it wasn't a, like EXs. Non-EXs, stuff like that. Just too many cards! This is too many cards in their hand. They've got too many cards in their hand. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Maybe it's just because I would rather be Espeon. I just wish Espeon saw more play. Wondrous Patch. Mist Energy? Mist Energy, cool. The Mist Energy, even with Battle Cage popped, it still is protected from, They can't attack. They've attached, you've done that. What else do you have to do? Just pass. And I guess one Ice Treasure for the Dreepy. The Dusclops does nothing as long as the stadium's here. As long as the stadium here, the Dusclops does not have to do. The stadium does not. The Dusclops does nothing. 6 cards. Really need that Iono next turn. They take 2 prizes here. We should be okay, though. We should be okay, though. If we were able to bump the Stadia, that'd be something. They won't Iono us. Although, I mean, they are playing a very interesting build, so I guess maybe there is a world where they do Iono us. So let me actually go ahead and hit this Evo here. Because there is a world where I guess they do, it could Iono us. We'll just pass. Oh, I guess they could flip a coin here. That's pretty good, too. So if they flip heads, they have game. I really want to know if is the Eevee just here for Sylveon? Because I feel like it'd be better if you're playing that. Just do that. I feel like it'd be better just to play Mimikyu. I feel like it'd be better just to play Mimikyu at that point, though. Hawlucha would be cool if we could bump the stadium. We do kill this at least, so I don't really know who their other attacker is. I really need the stadium bump here. I'm not going to pop this, obviously, but it's more so just getting out of my hand. So that way they can't trap it inactive. And both stadiums are in there, we're just not hitting them. Walsh, I don't know that you ever said what have your thoughts on Pokopia been? Have you been enjoying it? Flip the scripts. They might play Blood Moon, I guess. I mean, for Blood Moon right now, they need 2 energy based on what I have. Get the Abra down, that's fine. We can work around that. Especially if I could just get a stupid stadium in play. Can I please get a stupid stadium in play? Why would you Hilda this turn? For the Alakazam. What did I Iono to the bottom of my own deck? Have I searched my deck since I Iono'd? I played Iono. Put 3 cards to the bottom. Flip the script to draw 3. Recon for that. Okay, yeah, let's recon. Let's not recon first, because we only put 3 cards to the bottom. Let's grab the recap. Double stadium is in there. If I could just grab 1 stadium here. We're going to hit Iono no matter what. Countercatcher Iono, but if I could just grab stadium. Let's go. Okay, we jamming tower. So we can kill that now. So now we Iono. We count. Who would I rather kill off the countercatcher? I feel like the Dunsparce for their draw engine. Yeah. One, two, three, four. And they're sitting there like, what do you mean? I have Shaman in play. How are you able to damage me?
And again, unlikely that they play an Iono, so we should just have game here. Again, unless they play Bear, they could still have an out. But again, it'd be very weird if they played Bear. Okay, we're fine. Petrol for put candy in their hand, maybe? No, Lily in their hand. Okay. And we just boss game. That's the game. That's the game! Chat, we did it. I actually gamed. F44, okay. If I lost that game, I would have quit. I would have uninstalled Pokemon and never played ever again. Just kidding. I wouldn't have done that. That's kind of crazy. Which, technically, we also won that Guardy game, but the game crashed. But we had one prize left, they had taken no prizes, and we were leaving them with 0 Ralts in play. So we definitely won that game. So we've won a couple decent games. That's all right. I said I wasn't only going to play Dragapult up to Orlando, but I think I am. I think we're just only playing Dragapult from now on. I know, I hate it. I hate it for me, too. I'm going first or second? I'm going first. Top deck Night Stretcher, let's go. What a solid top deck. Sarcasm, by the way. Fire Energy is prized. Stadiums are there. 4. What would be under item lock? That's okay. We can Hilda for a guy. Okay. Not terrible opening going first, because at least going second we can do that. We can Hilda for a Loke and at least get some draw and some setup going and some energy. Not terrible, not great. Secret box, I'm assuming, off the Arven here. Ooh, no secret box. Secret box prized or in hand? Or they also, to be fair, they are playing Defiance Bands, so maybe they aren't playing secret box, because this is different than the typical build. Something we do need to keep in mind for this is they could be playing the Mega Frostlass as a backup attacker. So let's try and not have, you know, large hands if we can. Stay away from it. Okay. Pretty decent Hilda there. Keep us in the game. I wish we could have item locked them as well. I don't love attaching this, though. I don't love attaching that there. But we will. But we will. I'm sure they don't have much else going on in their hand right now. Also, 2 manual attachments to Impidimp is interesting. Considering that Impidimp, like, Grimstarl's whole thing is that it evolves and accelerates the energy to itself. Please don't have Rare Candy in hand. Okay, more Grim? Rather don't have Rare Candy in hand. Drayton grabs a trainer and a Pokemon, right? Lily's Determination, and Monkey Dory. I wish I would like a Lily's Determination. I guess Dragapult's pretty good. Dragapult is pretty good. We have Lucha, 10 damage. Actually, 10 damage here, I think, can take out the Snow Runt. That's really their big money maker. If we got a boss, it would have been great to boss this and Halucha this and take out both, but that's fine. There's the Ricky Andy. So if it comes to it, we can hit that. Spike Month, so they definitely get this and they get to punch that. Have Fez in hand. So we can play it on Fez, draw. If they get a knockout, they can counter catcher for it. That's the only way they get a knockout is with counter catcher. Assume another Snow Runt and probably... Well, I don't know that they need another Morgrim here, but definitely another Snow Runt. Are they Spike Month yet? They have not. They definitely should have Spike Month before the Lily. That was actually a bad... That was bad sequencing. They should have Spike Month first, popped the Grimmsnarl here and accelerate 2 energy to the Impotent to clear 3 cards from their deck to give them the highest chance of hitting other cards that they need. They still managed to Poffin, but that was definitely some poor sequencing. Because it could have also increased the likelihood of hitting another Morgrim to evolve this one instead of leaving it up in the air depending on what you hit there. Oh wait, they just failed the Spike Month. Are their Grimmsnarls prized? If your Grimmsnarls are prized, you just concede at this point. Because there's nothing you can do. That's crazy. What? What? Unless we have another, like, connection loss happening here. They might be gone. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. You're a nice stretcher. I guess counter catcher actually would have made more sense there. Part of me wants to Turo. I think I will. Turo Halucha and do it again. I wish I could have gotten a either my own Monkey Dory or a Duskull established there, but it is what it is. If they don't promote quickly, I'm going to say that they left. Because they would just push the monkey here or something else. There's not really a lot of thought that has to go into what they promote here. I'm going to say our opponent is not there. I'm going to say when they went to do their Spike Month check and saw that both their Grimmsnarls were prized, or 3 of them. I would assume they play 3. Maybe they only play 2 if they play it. Which, I mean, if Mega Frostlass is also an option. But again, they might not be playing the Mega Frost.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say that they saw that they had no Grimmsnarls, and they immediately Alt F4'd the game. They didn't even put anything in the discard. But we had a pretty good setup there, so... I am not sad about what we did. Yeah, typically plays 2 Grimmsnarl. But also they Arven for Poffin and didn't Arven for Secret Box. I wonder what their prizing was. What if their prizing was Grimmsnarl, Secret Box? Mega Frostlass, if they're playing the Mega Frostlass version. Because we haven't seen anything that would tell us otherwise. Maybe that's why they Lilied, because they were hoping to grab the Mega last and they knew their Grims were prized. I'll take the win. This is something that I do hate about TCG Live, is that when an opponent like leaves like they did, the game doesn't... I don't know if it's like if you're playing someone on mobile and they just close out of the app, if that's what causes this specific interaction where the game doesn't recognize them as leaving and conceding. But I think that your opponent was inactive too long should be a lot faster, because it just punishes us for something our opponent does, and we have to sit here forever waiting for them to move on. Because I'm like, it's not my fault that they either lost connection or whatever they did. Almost clicked yes. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Hate to open the Duskull, but I want to open the Dreepy. We do have a Lily in hand, which is pretty nice. Always like to see a Lily in your opening hand going second. Potential mirror match. I mean, there are still other decks that do play Latias. It's not just Dragapult that plays Latias, but... they're putting a lot of thought into this first turn. Lot of thought going into this. I wonder if they realize that they are first, and that it is their turn. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Good turn, bud. Good turn. How many Lokes are in here? All 4. Nice. No item lock coming their way. Ooh, this is gonna be a pretty bad hand overall going into the next turn. So I guess let's grab a Badoo. Because next turn I can always energy retreat. I guess I could always Turo if it really comes to it. No matter what, I'm taking the same amount of cards out of the deck. Let's do the Dusk instead. I don't know why, but I feel good about that. Is the mirror match. Yeah, they probably definitely get a Badoo here. Which is fine. I don't need items. We're gonna top deck Dracloak. I don't need items to get a Dracloak. I'm just gonna top deck it. They're putting a lot of thought into what they're doing. That's crazy to put that much thought into if you're going to attach an energy or not. Petrol for Hilda is interesting. Petrol for Hilda is real interesting. Sure. Let's both take a prize card. Let's both take a prize card. Boss is the prize, so I'll promote Dusk. If we got like a Lily or like an Iono, like something that allowed us to draw more cards, there's potential I'd send up Dreepy to maybe, if I was able to get a Dracloak, especially if they promoted Dreepy, to go that route. Like, yeah, if we had a Dracloak, I might do that, attach energy, and then knock them out that way. But that is not the case, so we will not be doing that. 'Tis not the case. So let's just spread out our energy attachments, I guess. Yeah. A pretty weak turn on our side. Pretty weak turn. Team Rocket Zubat? What pile is this? Oh, I guess the Team Rocket Skullbat does allow them to like put 2 damage counters on my side of the board. So maybe this is a post-rotation test to see if that does something for them. If they grab Pult here, they have Candy in hand. That's what kind of what I was thinking when they grabbed the Pult, or when they grabbed the Hilda. I was like, what if they have Candy? What if they have Candy? Did they even recon? You didn't even recon Directive. What? You didn't even do your whole turn. You didn't even do your whole turn, bud. What are you doing? That's funny. That's funny. We'll boss this one up, I guess. Try and trap them. Bite them. They had to Hilda for the energy they attached, so I'm hoping they don't have energy to retreat with. Maybe they don't realize that Dracloak. Oh, they do have energy. Okay. Maybe they don't realize that. Okay, I was gonna say maybe they don't know that Dracloak has Recon Directive, and they won't do it again. Yeah, pretty unfortunate here. Just a brick on our end. I don't know that the Team Rocket Skullbat is the play for the post-rotation world without Hawlucha, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Kind of sucks that it's, it's another, 3-stage Pokemon that you're putting into your deck. But it's definitely super interesting as a way to get damage to the other side of the field. So I don't hate it. It's interesting. I'm intrigued, to say the least. Alright, if we don't get anything, it's just, well, I guess it's not a complete concede, because we can boss and try and stall out a turn, but, I mean, again, I don't know that it's worth that much. Neo Upper Energy, nice! I love Neo Upper Energy. Sure. Can't do anything with it because we're not an Evoed Pokemon, but we'll just attach for it. Show me energy and I will get out of here, bud. Show me energy and I'll get out of here so fast. There we are. Yeah, this is the time of Pokemon that I hate. When playing online, is that you end up, which it's not like necessarily a bad thing, because all these cards are legal at the same time. But it sucks because since people are testing for post rotation, you just don't know what to expect a lot, and it hurts for my testing because I'm testing for current standards, so I'm not even getting a good feel for how the matchup would go. Because I would love to play more mirror match. It's something that definitely is going. I'm definitely going to pair into a Dragapult at Orlando. So I would like to play the mirror match more. But when you're playing against people who are planning for rotation, it just kind of sucks. It's not the worst thing in the world because, again, all the cards are legal, so you technically people could be playing versions of it, but it's just a time I hate in the TCG. I hated it last year during rotation. I hate it now during rotation. You only get Guardian, you lose all. I have not lost to a Guardy since Pokepads came out, and I've played against multiple Guardies. One of which being tonight. Okay, we got a Loke in hand. I was about to say 2 Lokes prized. Hate that we didn't get any energy this turn, but I mean we have a pretty decent hand. Attach a Loke and then hit a Lily, so I don't. It's not a terrible. Not a terrible time going first. I hate, obviously, that the bear is here. We gotta figure out some way to get that guy out of active. Not to say Guardy that is just a win. It's definitely not, but I feel a lot better with the matchup now than I did before. Just hit the itch. Tell me you don't got anything else. Okay, you got a Hilda. Got an energy attachment, so that's nice. Probably grab a Luke for next turn. They're anticipating I'll also have them under energy or under item lock. I mean, it depends if I can get this bear out of here. Would have really enjoyed using that Buddy Poffin. Put down some a Badoo or something. Nope. Okay. Did not get a Laddie. Got a Badoo. Can't really do anything with it, so I don't really want to play it down. Definitely don't want to play down the Dusclops, or down the Dreepy, since we know we have 3 of them. I would have preferred to play down a Duskull, but that is not in the cards. Not in the cards for us. Wait, did they not grab energy off Hilda last turn? Or did they have to attach to retreat? I think they did. I think they had to attach retreat. Yeah, they attached retreated. Okay, never mind. Let's say, why didn't they attach that energy? Iono I'm actually okay with here. Let me see more cards to hopefully find Latias or Turo. Okay, there's Latias. Latias and Hilda. That's actually great. I'm actually super okay with this. Especially because this will just be an Itchy Pollen angle again. I do hate that, though, that they do have the Dusclops ready to go. That is going to be pretty difficult to deal with. Because they can just pop that and take some prizes. But I don't know, it might fix the math for us in the end, taking an additional prize. There's the Turo. The Turo also works, but I think the Hilda's better because it also gets us an attacker. Okay. Hoping for maybe it would help me make the choice with that, but it didn't. So we're just making an attack here. Put Neo Upper in hand. Rare Candy's in there, so we do have a potential comeback if they get the knockouts here. But I think we just gotta be aggressive here. Because we are in a pretty poor spot. 1, 2, 3. 1 there. Then we'll put 2 there just for fun. Actually, I shouldn't have put 2 there for fun. I should have put 2 here in case they evo this. That was 2. It should have been a 3-3 split. I was bad. It should have been a full 3 there. See, this is why I want to play the mirror match more. Because I do things like that, I'm like, as soon as I do, I'm like, no, this is what I should have done with this math. This is why I want to play against the actual versions of the deck. Because that split should have been onto the Dreepy. Because we're assuming they're going to evo it. And if they don't evo it, we got lucky. But even if they don't, we're going to want to take out the Loke instead, so it's more turns they get it. So we should have put the 3 here. Alright, with this current hand, if we don't get Iona... No, okay, we get Iona. I was going to say we get to Loke, we get to Neo. It was a pretty good hand. Not going to lie. Not going to lie, it was a pretty good hand. This is a pretty bad hand. This is a pretty bad hand, especially since they're taking out our... Damn it. Why would you bench Street or Badoo? Benching Badoo is interesting.
I mean, I guess I could Badoo. I need a really good top deck. We can Buddy Poppin' for sure to shuffle the deck. So hopefully get us Candy, Energy, Bolt, but that's asking for a lot. Asking for a lot. Ugh. And I don't think we're getting that. Okay, we do get Iono, so we do get to at least see cards. I'll put 1 here for sure. 3 on one of these. Yeah. Probably how I would have split it as well. They got on 2 prizes left, or 4 prizes left, so we'll Iona them down. Is there ever a world where I put a Dust Skull here? Or do I want to try and find... Oh no, Fez is prized. Yeah, okay, Fez is prized. No, I don't want to put this down because that's just a free... That's just a free prize for them. Man, Fez being prized really sucks, actually. Fez being prized really sucks. Wow, okay. Shoot. Big not fan of Fez being prized. If we had Fez, there's potential, but there's really nothing else we can do here. I guess Ultra Ball for another Loke, just to be able to draw more. Might as well. I know they can take it out, but still. I don't know, maybe there's a world where we can, like, Night Stretcher. Item lock doesn't really do anything to them. I'm more so just... I don't want to leave Latias inactive, and I don't want to leave Blood Moon inactive, and I don't want to send a Dreepy into act for a Loke.
Yeah, they Lily, so they're not bossing. So they are only taking 1 prize unless they find Hawlucha, then they're taking 2 prizes. Oh no, they're taking 2 prizes because of the damage on Dragapult. Never mind. They're actually in a really good spot here. They actually potentially, if they get Luminous... No, they've already attached for turn. I was going to say, if they get Luminous, they could take 3 prizes this turn. They already attached onto Dragapult here. They're just going to take this one out. We promote up the Latias. We have that. We just need Neo Upper. We can attack. And we get the Neo Upper. And we get the Neo Upper. We can get the Neo Upper. We really can. We really can. It's Counter Catcher because Ultra Ball definitely doesn't do anything for me. Maybe Counter Catcher the Fez, but 6 damage counters here. Try and set up a 3 prize or 4 prize with these, and not give them Fez draw. I guess that's what I'm going for. I don't know. We'll see if that works out. I don't know. At the very least, they're gonna have to waste their energy attachment on Fez, so they don't get to put it on Monkey. Which was kind of the big thing I was looking for, is to not let them attach energy to Monkey. That way they can't move any damage over. And if they can't move the Monkey... Oh, shoot, that's just game. That's crazy. That's just 4 prizes. Let's go. That's crazy. They just couldn't get it out of active. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was a great game. There's our Fez, our 2 Lilies and a Pokepad. Yeah, I was like, the Fez is inactive, so they can't move that. So even had they been able to get it out of active and attack to there, they would have needed Boss to win the game. Or they would have needed Dragapult to evolve the other one. Because no matter what, I had the damage counters to be able to... Because I had a damage counter left over. So even had they got the Fez to the bench, I had enough damage counters to get the Fez as well and take 4 prizes off the bench. So they would have needed to evolve something out of active. Or out of... not out of active, out of range. That was pretty good. And also, during this stream... Wait for it. Wait for it. I was able to get to my Prospector legs. Look at those. Prospector legs and the Varrock top and the hat. I'm now getting just an increased percentage when I'm mining is basically all it is. Increased experience. Not by much, but, you know, it increases it a little bit. Every little bit helps. Alright, chat. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. We had some interesting games. I had made some interesting choices in the beginning. I have a cup tomorrow that I'm playing, and I'm playing this deck. I feel good about the deck. I don't feel good about the person playing the deck. But I feel good in the way the deck plays. I just don't feel very good in me playing it. So we'll see how that goes, because I've been playing really poorly lately. I don't know what my stream schedule for next week is just yet. I'll try and get that up tomorrow. Potentially a stream Sunday night, because my next week is also weird. I have a challenge on Monday I'm going to. I have a cup on Saturday that I'm going to. So probably if I had to guess, next stream will be Sunday night. And then Wednesday, and then Friday. Monday or Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, if I had to guess, but I don't know. I'm not promising anything right now because I don't know how to change. But yeah, thank you for the good luck at the cup. I will update you all, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you later.